All right, what's up, fellas? So today I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind for quite a bit, and that's Lipton tea bags, right? So I will usually make, whenever I make tea, right, I will use this method that a Chinese bakery uses, and I love their milk tea, by the way, which is why I do this. I'll take a Lipton tea bag, and I'll put some sugar in my like iron mug, right? And I'll put the Lipton tea bag in, and then I'll steep the water with it and stuff, right? But really, my method relies on the fact that I put in the right proportion of sugar in, and then I stir that. I let that dissolve completely first, and then I put the tea bag in, and then I take the tea bag out after it's steeped well enough, and then I put in some. Whoa, this guy's going crazy. I put in some milk, right? Because that's how you usually make milk tea. Now, I've come across a problem, right? I want to make my milk tea faster. And the only part that I could realistically do for like the milk tea making process to speed it up would either be to heat the water faster, which, you know, the kettle is only so big, it can only absorb so much heat, right? And then the other only glaring like part of this process that is lengthy would be the actual steeping, right? The amount of time it takes to get the essence of the tea bag into the water. Now, I've noticed these tea bags are terrible. Like, how do I say this? These tea bags are awful in every way. I can't think of a single thing that is good about the design of this tea bag at all. Like, basically, the way that I was doing it previously to like decrease the amount of time it took to steep, because either you have fast like hotter water, right, or you stir, you agitate the tea bag. Now, this would be pretty easy to do if agitating the tea bag didn't cause it to spontaneously combust. Like, I've ripped holes in it by stirring it with a chopstick, barely touching the tea bag. So I relied on the fact that, I could just take my chopsticks, right? Whatever chopsticks are lying around that are clean. I'll basically squeeze the tea bag that's been continue. I keep dunking it in water. As soon as it's dunked, I squeeze it. I try to extract as much essence as I can, right? As swiftly as possible. But now I've come across a problem. To do this any faster would cause me to once again have a spontaneously combusted tea bag. And now you might be asking, "Oh, Akenbot, what the heck? Why do you like why are you this bad at stirring tea bags? Why do they spontaneously combust?" First off, no, I'm not bad at stirring them. They're just terrible. These tea bags have terrible design. And secondly, you might also be thinking, "Oh, what's so wrong about a like ripped tea bag, right? You can just drink it still." Anyone who says that has never had tea before. Like, who has never had to use these tea bags and ripped it open and then just thought, "Oh, it can't be that bad," and then drank it, because it is awful. It is terrible. It is terrorism on my tongues. Like, oh, one tongue. I have one tongue. It, that is my fault for saying tongues. But as I was saying previously, um, I get I get that there's quite some essence, right? The taste is very good when you rip it apart. And like, this was by accident the first time, right? Because I was once a naive little Joe. I thought, wow, it can't even be that. It's just dried leaves. How bad could it be, right? And then guess what happened? I finished most of it. I got to the last sip, and I got a mouthful of this wet mulch, like much like mushy bit, and I chewed on it, and my eyes just what my pupils dilated by like 1,000%. I stared at my screen and I sat there for one whole second, because the next second I was split in agonizing mental pain, bearing the full idea, like understanding of what I have just done, and I basically nearly died. Thank God, like I was able to spit it back into my cup and then cry for a bit to like even out my emotions, right? And then I realized, wow, this is terrible. I cannot let it break ever again. And that's when the problem started of I wanted my tea faster, but I ran the risk of ripping the tea bag every time, because the constitution of the bag is so disgustingly weak. But let me tell you about this one other time. I tried some other method, right? Because I've only talked to you guys about the what's it called? The chopstick method with squeezing, right? I have this plastic spoon that I found, right? Somewhere. I don't know where. It's white. The spoon part is rectangular and it's rounded on the edges, right? So it has no edges, it's rounded. And basically, due to it being rectangular, it has these faces, right? And I use that to press down, right? On the tea bag when it's steeping, like up and down, like a hydraulic press, as to press the essence of the tea bag out faster so that I may drink it faster. Well, get to drink it faster. And holy shit, I pressed it 3 times and it ripped open like a huge hole. And may I did I even emphasize the fact that everything was rounded? The whole spoon was round. Nothing could have cut it unless the bag was made to just split open for no reason. I cannot feasibly think of any other way. This is genuinely impossible. This is asking me to construct a bridge out of powdered snow by hammering the snow. That's just not possible. It's not a thing you can do. The hammer is like small and it's like I'm not compacting that powdered snow, right? It's just not happening. My hammer is going to fall through the snow. I am going to fall through the snow and I am going to die because I'm going to splatter across the water and there's going to be water tension and I'm going to like turn into a puddle. Well, not really. I'm going to turn into mist, a red mist, all right? And that's what it feels like every time I have to drink this after it's been ripped open. I can't just make another one. That's wasteful. So I stomach it and I drink it. I go, oh, gosh darn, maybe next time will be better. And next time is never better. It gets worse every time. I haven't drank tea in like easily 2 weeks because of this diabolical experience, and I have yet to find a solution to this. My friend tried giving me like a method to counteract this, right? And let me just tell you, this method sucks ass. Like, I'm not pouring, like, chemically heated 1 trillion degree water into my cup. My cup will, like, just melt. And second off, I'm not going to buy some $20 doohickey that lets me put the tea bag inside so that I can furiously stir it faster than a gooner, like, jerk